On this module, we are going to talk about safety, which is a very big issue for many adults and children with autism. Because many individuals with autism have no real fear of dangers and an apparent insensitivity to pain. You may need to keep a close eye on them in a parking lot because they do not understand that they may get hit by a car crossing the street, um, and to have some way to always be able to know where they are. Some of the most common dangers for those with autism spectrum disorders are wandering. Also, pica, they have the tendency to eat or crave substances other than normal food, drowning, and also household toxins. Researchers have found that nearly half of children with autism attempt to wander or run from a safe, supervised place, and more than half of these wandering children go missing long enough to cause worry. 65% of the incidents involved a close call with traffic, and 32% involved near drowning. If somebody does wander, you need to stop and think, is there something that they were really craving or where they want to be? Or is there a pond or water close by?
One of the things you might need to think about is to create a safety plan for your home, which would include family members and community members. Make them aware of those safety concerns that they need to be, aware of out in public. If they were to see the child wandering alone, to make sure that they know that that's not a safe behavior. They need to have an adult with them. You also should have some forms of, identification with contact numbers and names, so that if they were to wander, get away from that safe adult, that they're able to get their safe person contacted. And then also you can contact your local police department, your 911 call center, kind of, let them know that you've got this individual that may need certain, may need certain safety needs met, if something were to happen and they were lost, or if there was an accident. So you see these, this is kind of an example of safety stickers you can put on your car, the emergency alert stickers, just to let those bystanders know if you were in an accident, that you may have an individual in your car that might not respond to a verbal command. There's also the bracelet up on that top, the top of the left folder, or the left photo, that says I'm a runner. It has contact information on it, so if they were to get away, it'd be easier to contact the parents. And then also those stickers can get put on your windows of your home, so if there was a fire, or even any other safety thing, you kind of would know that the firemen or police would know that there may be an individual in that room that might need additional help.
This is something also for a seatbelt holder. So if the driver somehow was incapacitated during a accident, that when first responders arrive, they would have the information for the passenger. On the right is the form that goes in the glove compartment that would give them all of the information as well, to correspond with the seatbelt cover. This is also a shoe ID, and so inside it has, this is Courtney again, it has her, parent's name, and it has their cell phone number. So should something happen, it's just another form of an emergency contact information, that she would always have on her shoe when she's out in the community.
And then these are two photos of Harper. One of the things we talked about at the beginning of this module was that they may have a high tolerance for pain, or be hyposensitive to that touch. And this is an example a few years ago where Harper's appendix burst. And she did not, show any signs of being in any pain. She was still playing and, doing her normal daily activities, only because she had a fever, and, was acting a little lethargic. Did we even know that, anything was wrong? So it led to her, being in the ICU for 8 days, and the hospital for 2 weeks. And so that's just another worry that you don't really think about is if they don't have a way to communicate their pain, or they don't feel that pain, you might need to, make sure you keep a closer eye on them for sickness and for injury.